Alex, how much of what you're feeling right now is joy to have this deal done, and how much of it is just relief because it was such a crazy offseason?
Yeah, no, it's all joy right now. I'm not thinking anything about the struggles that were going on in the offseason right now. This is all about celebrating the contract and my new chapter of my life with the Orioles. So couldn't be happier, just getting to know the guys, getting to know the front office. Everybody's so excited, and it just brings a lot of joy to us that we're going to be here for a long time.
Alex, why the Orioles?
Well, you know, early in the offseason, me and my wife were discussing what we really wanted out of this whole process, and there's a long list of things that go into it, but I think the thing that we kept coming back to was we wanted to feel wanted. We wanted to feel somebody, an organization really trusts us, has confidence in us, and nobody's done that more than Baltimore this offseason. So they've shown a lot of goodwill on their end, and a lot of confidence in what I can do and what I've done in the AL East, and that means a lot to me.
How difficult was the waiting?
You know, there was so much to keep my mind busy through the whole process that, you know, honestly, from November probably 1st to the day I signed, I thought every day was going to be, you know, maybe the day it happened. So I would say there were some frustrating moments, but I definitely enjoyed my off season. I had a great time with my family, and you know, dealt with the difficulties that came with them as they came day to day. But overall, you know, my mind wasn't solely focused on that.
What did the Orioles do to make you feel wanted? Was it just a constant dialogue, or was it, you know, something else that they did to kind of make you feel that way?
Yeah, they didn't stop bothering me the whole offseason. They were very persistent, which, you know, and I think that you notice that that confidence that they have in you just by the way they speak to you, and the questions that they ask, and not questioning anything that's gone on. Everybody's got, you know, flaws that they come with, and potential things that you could really harp on that might not be your strong suit or whatever it is, but they never went down that avenue. They always told me how much they like certain aspects of what I do on and off the field, and just kept repeating how well I fit in here. And they used the AL East and the success that I've had in it to their advantage. You know, they kept challenging me with it, and I love the challenge of pitching in this division, and they know that over the times we've talked. So you know, they did a really good job of making me feel like this is where I need to be.
Not a lot of pitchers are necessarily comfortable, especially free agent pitchers, coming to that division and the Camden yards. Why do you have such a comfort zone there?
Well, I'm one of those pitchers. I don't have a very comfortable feeling when I think about that ballpark, but I believe that's because of the lineup that I have to face every time I go in there. So it's going to be very nice to go there and know that I'm not going to face that lineup, and I'm going to have that defense behind me. So I really can't answer that question until I get a taste of what that's like.
Alex, how much have you been throwing, and with your schedule, you'll start in the minor leagues, I guess, and get stretched out?
Yeah, I try to do as much as I could. I've gotten to I had a really good training facility back home in Arizona, and they took care of me really well, and we all adjusted to the difficulties of the off season. We were able to get up to about 75, 80 pitches in a bullpen, you know, and that's as good as we could do with the circumstances and not knowing. But I feel like I got my arm pretty well conditioned. Saying that, it's a whole nother ballgame when you get a batter in there and you get some real adrenaline going, and you deal with the soreness that comes with that. So we'll have to do a good job with the training staff here in the front office of mapping out a pretty good idea of what we need to do to get ready.
What's a realistic timetable? A month?
Yeah, I don't know right now. I'm going to be pushing as quick as I can. That's going to be up to them. You know, that they've invested in me for a 4-year period, and as much as we know how much every single game matters, even early in April, that we're going to have to look out for the overall future of this whole thing and whole contract, and whatever they determine is the best way to protect me. And my feedback through the bullpens and live BPs I'm going to be doing here in the next couple weeks will probably determine that timeline.
Alex, last year the changeup is a very important pitch for you, and you used it less than you had in your career. Was that a result of coming back from the surgery, and do you expect it to return to what it was prior to that?
Yeah, that was a result of a consequence of the surgery, not physically. It's just the amount of time that I was away from pitching, and my mechanics were off quite a bit, and I got to a point in the season last year where I was getting good results with 2 pitches, and instead of trying to break it all down, and work on that in season, I decided to just go try to win ball games, and I was getting good success with those 2 pitches and showing that 3rd pitch every once in a while, and I just made a conscious decision first month and a half in the season to do it until I can't do it anymore with those pitches, and trying to get outs, and then work on in the off season. And I've been thrilled with everything that I've worked on this off season to get back to being that pitcher. And you know, it's nice to have had this long of an off season to work on all that and try to sharpen it.